Hi, this is Chris Adam and
This is Benjamin.
from Smash Into Pieces, and you're watching.
Chaoszine.
Yeah.
Hi there, you're watching Chaoszine, and today we are doing Meet the Artist
With Viivi.
with Viivi and with Chris Adam and Banjo from Smash Into Pieces.
That's right.
So the thing is, we're going to talk not so official things. Though if you want to tell something, I'm going to give you a chance for that.
Yeah.
So first things first, how are you?
I would say that for me personal, I'm super happy for all the success, but you also need rest to understand what you're going through. And for me, I'm not really here mentally. It's like we are everywhere now and doing everything. And at the same time, I'm writing songs in the bus. So it's like leaving your safe space, going out, meet people, back, forth,
Yeah.
So your mind is like, where are we?
Or who am I?
Who am
Yeah,
I?
your mind goes
Yeah,
back and forth.
I have no idea anymore.
Okay.
But
That's fine. That's fine.
just me.
Yeah, but I'm kind of the same though. As Banjo said, we're really happy about the success.
Yeah, you had a little family event recently.
Yeah, well, I hadn't really had a stressful schedule enough, so I got another kid. My English fucking sucks right now. Sorry.
It's okay.
We're a little bit jet lagged.
1 hour difference time.
Jet lag.
Actually, we drank a couple of Irish coffee on the way here, so on the boat. So.
That's true.
Okay, let's, put it on that.
I mean coffee.
Yeah, and you'll be releasing a new single soon and stuff, so you have a lot.
Yeah, Wildfire.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in September, if I understand it correctly. We're just gonna make the best music video ever done in Smash history first,
Okay.
and then we're gonna release a song to that one. But I think this song is really, also it's like the core of Smash in many ways, the melodic ways, song-wise, but it's a little more of a summer kind of downscaled song.
Yeah.
So it's not a glow in the dark, but it's more like a, what would I say? A little acoustic meets the more heavy mid-tempo
Okay.
things.
Sounds good. Let's talk about you guys. What's the first band you remember being a fan of?
For me, it was Savage Garden. I was like 8 years old. Then I guess like Pantera was a deal breaker for me when I was probably 13, because Pantera made me want to be in a band and play rock and roll, rock music. And Alter Bridge for my kind of singing, because I kind of disliked my voice for a long time, because I have a high pitched voice. I'm more like a tenor. And finally I found a singer that kind of sounded the same, and he sounded really good. And I was like, if he can do it, I can do it. So yeah.
I would say for me it was Nirvana. Smells Like Teen Spirit was the song that I was like blasting my headphones over and over and over. And around that time I started to play guitar as well. So for me to build a band, I had many bands before Smash, but it was like Smash was what I loved the most. Like if you combine every music style I ever went through, and this is what I wanted. And when I found Adam was actually in the same time when I discovered Miles Kennedy, we both were like, wow, Miles Kennedy.
Okay.
And I was like, yeah, you sing like him, so join me.
Okay. What are your favorite bands these days? What kind of music do you listen to?
Today it's hard to find a band that does everything, like every song is your favorite song. It doesn't work like that for me. It's like I'm really inspired by like Falling in Reverse and I Prevail. But for me it's more like I can find songs in artists that are not huge. Small artists that coming up on like Instagram or anything. So for me it's more the song. It's always about the song, in my opinion, not the artist.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same too. It's like I don't really follow the whole mainstream. I'm kind of the same guy actually when it comes to music and bands. But I really enjoy the Bring Me the Horizon journey from being super duper, heavy to be more mainstream, and I kind of like that transition they made. It was kind of slick.
That's really cool.
So I'm really inspired by those guys.
And they always find a way to do something new.
Yeah.
And a lot of musicians. I mean, that's the hardest part about being creative in a band, because bands often follow their own steps, and they copy themselves, or and small changes. What you want to do is to make this big, what did they do? Like shock moments.
I know. You need some, evolvement or something like that.
Yeah.
If you weren't musicians, what would you be doing?
Just an idiot.
I would say there are so many things in life that I love, and I would really love to dig deeper into, maybe like work with people. I mean, I was a nurse before, at the same time as a band as well. But I love to work with people, something like that, or paint.
Okay.
I really don't have a good answer to your question. I don't know.
It's okay.
I didn't really have a plan B for this. So.
You're all in.
Yeah, I was a drifter when I met Banja. I was like, I didn't know what to do with my life. So I don't have a plan B. So I'm sorry.
Okay. That's totally fine. How much do you go to other bands' concerts? How much you see other bands live?
I mean, if there's like friends in bands, I try to come out and see them. But I don't see bands anymore.
We are away every time they play, so...
Yeah, exactly. We're always away, and if there's like a good band on a festival or something, we're just gonna go there, but...
But I'm a little jealous about the guys who went to The Boss, Bruce Springsteen, now in Sweden. Strawberry Arena. He was there yesterday. Okay. And then I'm like, I want to be there.
Yeah, but usually...
I was on a boat to Finland, so...
Yeah. Sorry for that.
No, but it's like... we always like fly in, we do the show, we do like signing sessions, and then we just go to the next show. So usually we don't have any time at all to do anything. And if we have some spare time, you just want to be alone.
Yeah, you don't go to see bands. Yeah. Do you have
But Pantera is back, so I'm definitely gonna see them in Stockholm actually.
They're coming to Finland too, so you can come here see them. Do you have role models or idols or something like that? Like in what comes to music or what comes to life or something like that?
You actually inspired me to go fully on this with music, so you... Yeah.
Forced me into this.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you forced me.
I think it's not about a special person, it's like mindsets. You can meet people that got these kind of mindsets wherever you go. The people have a vision that are so clear that you can see it through their eyes somehow.
So good answers today, Banjo. Really impressed.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming.
You're on fire. It's the band's fire. Yeah.
Yeah, and for me,
it's
to be with people that have this positive mindset, that see things coming. They see what you might not see in the moment. A lot of people are so cloudy, so they cannot really see their own visions and dreams. So I'm looking for people that are like open up and inspire us to see the sun somehow. So,
yeah, I agree.
Wow. Okay, that was deep. That was very deep.
Yeah,
but still so simple.
Yeah, I know. What is the best thing about your own music?
That we are constantly evolving and try to find new stuff, and don't have like 8 albums that sounds the same. So we try to make a change for every single album and try to just don't force songs. If there's a song without, if there's a song that don't need a riff, we're not going to add it. We're just going to follow the song.
Exactly. And I would say that the position we got into now is that we don't need to compromise on anything. And I think this is the best part about being creative. As I said in the beginning, a lot of bands copy themselves and they have a following expecting something. In our position, we have done everything so wrong, so we got right. Released albums that are so heavy, released albums that are so popish. So we don't need to compromise anymore. It's just, what do you want to write? And as a songwriter, you cannot have more fun. You can write rap parts, you can write, trap, hard, heavy riffs.
Screams.
Yeah, like you can do whatever you want. You don't limit yourself.
Freedom.
That's a good answer.
I take my beer, but not my freedom.
Exactly.
That's like the right answer.
Can shave my beard. You can never take
Shave my freedom.
But touring life, what are the things you always do before the show? Do you have some routines or something?
doing interviews with you. We should do it like a tradition. Just follow us on
We
Twitter.
can do it. I'm totally up to it.
Yeah, try to change underwear. No, I don't know. It's like we try to have like 1 hour before show. We just do
Often
like
we are
our
not looking at each other for
Yeah.
the hour before show, and then suddenly 5 minutes before,
we're like
and then we feel the magic.
everyone's
Coming
doing
to
their
life.
stuff. Like I'm trying to warm up for an hour a little bit, and then
Playing hard
it's
to get an hour.
and
like,
then it's showtime. You know,
You keep avoiding each other and then you just come together.
it's
and
really boring. We're doing our own stuff. Like
foreplay for an hour, and then we are ready for it.
How about after the show? Do you have some after show routines? Is it just like shower and sleep?
Shower.
I don't
Is
know.
that-
question mark. Shower.
Just very, very typical answer.
Often, immediately after the show, we often go and sign, and sitting there and drinking wine, having a little after party,
or Irish.
on Irish coffee. Yeah. And,
coffee.
After that, often we jump into the bus and go to the next venues.
Yeah, it's so randomized. It's just like
Yeah.
But usually you're so tired after the whole traveling thing, the show, and to be social after the show that you just pass out like 1 hour from that. So it's
Social battery goes,
oh
empty.
yes, oh yes. So
Yes.
yeah, but it's it is what it is.
I get it. How do you like to spend your time on tour? I guess you have quite a
Still
lot
looking.
of waiting.
I can't really relax when we're driving, and I'm like I'm building up scenarios in my head what could happen or whatever. So I can't really relax when I'm on tour. But now the last year, I've like forced myself to like take my computer up and just sitting and gaming a little bit just to zoom out. And for example, now I have my son with me on this tour we're doing now. It's the first time he's actually on tour. We've done a couple of shows back in the days, but to go on fully on the tour is the first time. So I try to be like a tour dad. So that's kind of nice actually.
And I would say for my part is to find those spaces where you can refuel your battery.
Yeah.
So for me, it's often to take long walks, or at night get together and watch a movie or something.
You do watch movies and stuff.
Yeah, when we were in US, we watched like 2-3 movies a night.
Yeah.
It was like all the time.
What are your favorite movies?
I would say
Like at the moment, because this is a hard question, I know.
for me,
Dumb
it's-
Dumber maybe. One
Yeah,
of them.
that's
Oh,
where
Because
we can
are
see
kind
ourselves.
of yeah,
Finally.
we're kind of the same.
For me, it's often thrillers like Heat, Seven, the old the huge movies from the 90s.
Yeah.
But the thing is that I'm so nostalgic when it comes to movies. So I always love the old movies more than new ones.
Yeah.
And I cannot really watch new movies.
Yeah,
It's
because
like,
everything is like CGI and it's just like fast
feels like-
food.
it feels like AI writing movie scripts.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
yeah.
no,
They're
I
so
want
similar.
The old the dramaturgy that really goes slow, but when it hits you hard.
Yeah.
Not give you everything at once all the fucking time. It's like TikTok nowadays. I cannot stand it anymore.
That's the same with me. Yeah. But I'm more into like documentaries and
I agree.
you know, stuff like that. So and series like I'm really into Breaking Bad and Walking Dead. Yeah. Yeah.
Your series are good
I-
because you have a lot to watch. You know.
Yeah, you have
the
like
tour,
40-hour
so it's
movie.
Always those
It's better
cliffhangers
with
that you
with
must
just one.
see.
Yeah.
Always
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
no.
good. Then you haven't sleep when you
One
go
more.
to the stage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Then, light and easy question. What is the best source of inspiration?
I would say the same answers as earlier about people. It's not really about things. It's about energies. And good energies always gives you that feeling of feeling alive. And then you can start to thinking and stuff starts to happening somehow. So people with good energy is the best inspiration.
I think for me it's people's stories after the show in the merchandise when we're signing.
You hear a lot of stories.
Oh yes.
You talk a lot.
For example, we have a song called Broken Parts.
Yeah.
And when we were last time in the US, a dad came up to me after the show and he was like, Broken Parts has made me gone through my wife and daughter's death. So basically, when you hear stories like that, it's like, okay, I understand why I'm doing this.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was just one of the examples.
Okay.
But that's my inspiration, and that's what makes me going.
Yeah, totally get it. Let's finish with some memorable festival experiences. I guess you have some nice stories from festivals or touring life.
When I met Phil Anselmo backstage, and I was so starstruck that I didn't notice that he was standing and talking to Miles Kennedy. So I was like, hello, Phil, you're my, you made me listen to rock music, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And my girlfriend, she told me after I took a picture with him, she was like, you know that Miles Kennedy was standing and talking to Phil Anselmo. I was like, what the fuck? So sorry for that, Miles. But that was one of my favorites. And I also met Keanu Reeves, actually, 2 weeks ago, backstage in Austria. That was kind of a surreal moment.
Okay, I guess.
Yeah.
Do you have time to come up with a good story?
I was
now?
so into his story. I was thinking about the moment when he stands next to Miles Kennedy and didn't know.
I get it.
I was like, wondering.
Yeah,
if
but
Miles
he
Kennedy
had
didn't
like
notice
gray
you.
hair now, so I
Yeah.
didn't really notice,
Yeah.
That was kind of weird. I just only saw Phil.
No pressure, but
Moments.
we've had some very nice stories. Like Jens Johansson told us that he put some surströmming to backstage
nice.
back in the days, and there were like Motorhead and stuff, and
my
guys
God.
were not very happy with it.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the coolest I would say is I think it was Pink Pop or something like that.
When Metallica played?
Yeah, and 21 Pilots and Metallica were backstage when we were eating.
Yeah.
And they came, and 21 Pilots had this ink going up to the necks.
Yeah.
So you will maybe see something like that later. I don't say any more.
Okay. Hey, thank you so much. Our questions
you.
were here.
My story was so bad, so we need to.
Yeah, we need to wrap it up now,
Yeah.
Anju.
Yeah, if I had time, I would like.
No
have
drama,
time.
actually-
no fire.
we're actually better-
nothing.
We're actually better at playing music, so you should just listen to our
Yeah.
songs instead
But we're gonna see
of our
you
interviews.
outside in
Yeah.
Churchsmith Rock
Yeah, it's
Festival
actually
today,
not
so-
raining now, so I saw at the weather app that it's going to be really good weather when we're playing.
Nice. See you there. Thank you.
Thank you, Viivi.
Nice. Thanks so much.